y'all doing? I just wanted to rap with y'all for a little minute. I ain't gonna keep you long. Just wanted to talk about, some things. You see this thing going on, the flyer. You won't see that after probably this weekend because it'll be over. But anyways, just wanted to come rap with you for a little minute so I can get back to preparing for this webinar I got coming up on July 29th, okay? July 29th, Saturday, this Saturday. So you still have time to get yourself a ticket all the way until Friday. And some people ask, why am I teaching? I'm gonna probably drop another video on Friday letting you guys know, hey, look, don't play yourself. But anyways, some people ask, why am I doing a webinar on AI, artificial intelligence? Why am I doing a webinar combined with crypto news and nonprofit? It's so unorthodox. Why are you not doing it separately? Well, I could do it separately, make a lot of money, market it and whatnot, AI only, and then I'm talking about cryptocurrency, and then I'm talking about nonprofit. Here's the reason why. It's a strategy behind it. Because in my HK network, I teach individuals about opportunities that come. They don't always come around. This system that we live in is it's weird. They don't do things normal, and like us on the personal side, how we would think and see ourselves and see our family members and loved ones, they do things on a a majorly disrespectful scale. So when you cross over to this business side, your eyes are open up heavily, especially if you've been over here 5, 6, 7, 10 plus years. You realize you business owners know that they switch up on you on a dime. Like within, you get something going, you get the flow, you done got your ecosystem going and whatnot, and next thing you know, they didn't roll a law, they didn't change the law, and then switched everything up. Now you have to do things differently. You have to pivot. That's what business owners do anyway, entrepreneurs. They know how to pivot when those times come, when they throw you a curveball, and messing with the government, they'll throw you a curveball all the time. Or either you're gonna just have to get swallowed up or file bankruptcy. So people tell you that you don't make no money. That's the individuals that don't understand this movement, this animal, how it moves. They know y'all waking up, so much so that they didn't switched up their whole algorithm on how they're gonna deal with Generation Zs and Millenniums, okay? And Alphas, Zs and Alphas. So, and Millenniums are leading the way. So if you're not in that pack with actually making over $250,000 to $1 million a year, that bracket, $250,000 to $1 million plus a year, you're not on their radar. I'm not talking about you, Millennium. I'm talking about the Millenniums that are leading the pack of changing the actual system. They're leading and forging a whole new way, just like the young silent generation and the majority of all the baby boomers. They led the pack for Generation X and Millenniums. Now Millenniums have switched up and now they're changing. Those ones that are getting involved, they're changing the narrative. They're forcing the actual ecosystem of this beast they put together on how they want to take care of their citizens / slaves. They switch it up. They're forcing them to switch up their actual ecosystem and how they could take care of everybody and how they gonna allow you to do this and allow you to do that, okay? So if you ain't ones that's part of that, I'm not talking about you. So anybody that has a business that's a millennium, you know what I'm talking about, okay? So now that I'm a different type of teacher. I'm not the teacher that deals with the moment. I deal with the future. I try to have you stay with me and keep up with me, keep you 4 to 6 moves ahead, okay? So let's start here. The reason why I'm talking about cryptocurrency is because a lot of a lot of citizens, period, don't understand the cryptocurrency terms. It's been countless times I had to spend a lot of time explaining something like layers, 1 and 2. Nobody understands that. Coins and tokens. They might understand coins, but they don't understand tokens. Memes, when it comes to gaming and blockchain, when it comes to send and receive, cash out, DCA, dollar cost average, just to name a few. A lot of people don't know what these mean, and things that you need centralized. People need to know what that means. This space is less than 1% in this space. Whether you like it or not, it's here. It's been around since 2000, way before 2013, 2011, and it's just evolving. And it's evolving around you, whether you want to be part of it or not. Whether you think it's scammers, it's a game, it's a joke, because you don't understand it. Ain't nobody like Kareem gonna come in this space in end of 2020, beginning of 2021, come in with $100,000 and then came back and put another 22 to 40,000 in and have at the top 800 and think this is a joke. And ain't nobody knocking on the door looking for me. You know what I mean? Like I done something illegal. So 6 and 7 times, almost 10 times my money in a less than 9-10 months. That's unheard of. It's not fake. Okay, you just don't understand it, and neither did I. So that's why I'm talking about cryptocurrency terms and making sure individuals that have this webinar, they get. That's why it's so much. The webinar is just not one single webinar. It's talking about 3 different subject matters. Okay, so if you just want to break it down 30, there you go, $90. It's really $30 per topic. Some of you say you don't need it. It's a strategy because this opportunity is here right now, and it probably will be gone 2025. Definitely, I feel, just watching how they move, the structure of financial, because I'm not a financial advice, just knowing from going from 9 to 5, going from poverty, hustling, 9 to 5, hustling, full-fledged 9 to 5, all the way into actually elite 9 to 5. Did the elite, what I mean, I was making over 100 grand. And then business, okay? And having businesses and knowing how to structure them and put them together and maneuver with them. It's a difference between structuring one and knowing how to maneuver. But going there and scaling up, you can see how they move when it comes to your money and your investments and what they allow you to do and what you can't do. Did you catch it? So this is why it's important. I understand where they're going and how it's going to be here. And I don't see this being around after 2028, 2029. That's just me personal. I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I'm talking about all the other coins of this space, of how they have a fight going on. You think it's just the red and blue, Democrats and Republicans. It's more than that, man. It's more than that. You got the young and the old. You got the middle. I mean, they going at it to actually what they want to do in the future. They're thinking hundreds of years ahead. You thinking about your next bologna sandwich. Unfortunately, that's where they put us at. You're only thinking about what you can do next week, next month, if you're going to have enough to pay for this and pay for that. So learning the cryptocurrency terms is important. All you individuals that ain't made nothing and you don't know what you're doing, this is for you if you want to learn. Okay? It's not like I need to charge a whole lot of money and hype you up to make you get something just because you don't understand it. This is only for individuals that can see the forest between the trees. Huh? You're not always gonna knock it out the park when you are and investments and opportunities. But you gotta see them and strike when it's hot. Okay? You can even strike when it's warm. You can even strike when it's lukewarm. But you got to strike when it's still heated up. And it got some actual heat on that bad boy still. When it's cold, you got to move on. When it's about to get cold, you got to bounce. Same thing when you trying to eat something. When you trying to eat something, most of y'all want to eat a hot meal, not no cold meal. This ain't no cold BLT, okay? Yeah. You want to feel it. You ain't finna have no cold coffee. If you want some cold coffee, go to Starbucks and get yourself some sugared up, what is it called? Caramel Frappuccino with whipped cream and a cherry on top. That's different from that hot tea, that hot coffee with your little extra ooh-wee you put in that bad boy. Some of y'all get that hot bulletproof coffee because you're trying to make sure you keep your ketones high, and that's going in a different direction. I want to let you know that you need to strike when it's hot. Okay. So once you understand the terms of cryptocurrency, you'll understand the space, because you need to understand the space. That's what I'm giving you up in that area. Ain't no way, if the space is still here, I won't be having a nice knot. I'm talking about retirement knot. I'm talking about fire community knot. I'm talking about like that. I'm already doing well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I do have some debts to pay off. That's what this is, allow you to understand something. Wouldn't you love to understand? Wouldn't have love. I mean, when you are doing your scratch offs with lottery, and you're doing your, what is it called, playing the lottery, and you might be playing the quick picks or playing the Powerball. Most of y'all only understand the simple ones. Simple ones don't get you paid though. All you know is you got to put $1 in. You can put as much as you want. Minimum is $1. And then you in the lottery game. And maybe this $1 will hit among millions of people. Maybe my name will come up. And if it is, boom, I'll be able to bless a lot of people and whatnot. I'll be able to take care of my dreams. But why don't you narrow down your eyes? Okay, just if you just dealing with in the lottery area, even when people go in the casino, they narrow down their eyes. They just don't walk up to no machine and throw $20 in there. That's regular people that do that, simple minded. They just walk up like, I like this machine. I ain't tripping. I'm just having fun with my family. And what if they're about fun with family and just enjoying the amenities? But if they trying to make money, they're not doing the simple minded thing, just throwing $20 in there like, I'm going to make $300,000, $400,000 to $10,000 right here off this machine. It's going to give me my golden ticket. It's going to pay out. It's not tight. I'm throwing it in there and I'm just see what happens. No. Individuals take their time to learn the machine, to learn the hours of the day, to learn the days of the week, to know if it's tight or if it's not, if it's loose. They know the difference. You know what I mean? They take the time to understand the machine, how to play it. What's max? What's medium? They understand. This is what I'm talking about when it came to cryptocurrency. You need to understand this space. I went in this space and still made triple my money. Really 8 times my money. But I played with the rest of it with house money. Okay? That's why I did that one with this. The next one with speaking on is AI. Artificial intelligence. You know, I'm going to be speaking about this in the webinar, so I ain't going to go too deep. But you can't stop it. It's here. It's here. And the opportunities are endless. Every service you can think of, individuals out there in the world thinking of how to create it through an AI. So they can have the individual that's home, that has to work from home or start a business from home. They can do it easily with a team. I don't know if you understand me when I talk about that, you know, because a lot of individuals start their businesses and they have to kind of scale out slowly because trust come into play. When you don't trust nobody with your baby, you don't trust nobody with your business, you don't trust nobody with your finance, you don't trust nobody with your keys, you don't trust nobody with your building, you don't trust nobody with your the Lego blocks and your formulas or how you put it together. You don't trust nobody with your brand that you've been building, the actual the team and the army and the community. You don't trust nobody with responding. You don't want PR coming, public relations coming through, because loose lips sink ship. You don't trust nobody. I done had a lot of friends that I didn't actually helped, and literally for some reason they've made massive money off me and massive knowledge off me, but for some reason they didn't trust me and they bounced on. No, jealousy sat in. So that part comes in as well. But when you come to a business, you ain't got to worry about all that when you're dealing with AI. I said that quick version. So you need to understand all the opportunities right now that's right in front of your face when it comes to artificial intelligence. Yeah, it ain't good news, it's here, but it's here. So what you gonna do? Stick your head in the sand? Huh? You need to understand which ones are good, which ones are not, how do I move and how I should not move, how I can use less, how I can scale up, how I can actually make things simplified for me. Yeah. You need to be part of the millenniums that's moving heavy. Okay? Yeah. Them stats of making 1 point something million annually a year, every time they come up with stats and they talk about groups that are doing it, it's so many in the millennium, they're actually doing better than the baby boomers that actually set the stage and forged everything that was actually in the financial ecosystem. The Generation X, which is me, we ain't even hitting on the map. But I'm right there. It's so low in the Generation X. A lot of us don't even make the actual competition when it comes to the baby boomers and millenniums. So if you ain't no millennium, if you a millennium or an X that hasn't made yourself over 250,000 in business, I ain't talking about you. But if you're trying to get there, make the 250,000 above, I'm talking about you. Yeah. Okay? It's different. All right? Most of us have never even crossed the plane, right? Let's make this sink in. Most of us, 85 to 90% of us that has came out of our beautiful mother's womb, okay? And has helped us forge a way, and they got the system together that you start from kindergarten, first grade to graduation, preparing you for their work ecosystem. Most of us are intelligent. I'll tell you right now, we're so intelligent when we come to our mothers, our fathers, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, cousins, first, second. We're intelligent members at the church, the workspace. Our friends, our circle. We are intelligent. You know it. You read. You know how to read individuals. Read the room. You got it. Okay. You know how to use your spidey senses. Okay. You know what's what and what ain't. The God-given senses that you have internally. You know how to use those, right? But for some reason, 70, 80% of you in the workforce can't break past 100,000 a year. We could talk about a whole lot of things. We'll just stay right there and talk about that. We're so intelligent, something's got to be rigged that you cannot break past 90 to 100,000 a year. And if you do it, you got to be tenured. And you might be on that threshold about 105, 115, 120. You're in a different tax bracket. Why is that they keep everybody under 120 annually a year? Especially the kings, averaging 42, 43, 45,000 a year. That is highly disrespectful in the times that we're living in right now. Recession keep on going up every generation, right? Because it's a new generation. And now they're going into a new generation because baby boomers, sad to say, the one we love the most, right? The ones we remember, the ones we stand on their shoulders, right? Those mothers and those fathers, those uncles and aunties, right? About to leave the scene. So they forging a new era, and they leading heavily with what? Millenniums. So generations is going to be old heads. When the baby boomers are gone, Generation X will be the new baby boomers. You will be the old heads. Millenniums ain't going to listen to you. Definitely not the actual Z's and the X's. They ain't listening to you now. Broke as they are, the millenniums and X's, the millenniums and Z's ain't listening to you now. Crazy, huh? They don't even want to do the structure. And I get it. They're creating their own structure. Those that are doing well are creating their own structure, whether it be in college, whether they actually have a job or multiple jobs, whether they're happy in their job, whether they're actually creating and inventing stuff, whether they're actually utilizing the mixings of $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 plus annually a year, where they actually are creating other things and apps. That ain't you. If you still working at a 9 to 5, doing what the baby boomers told you what to do, good luck. You know how broke you is right now. They're set. They're retired. They good. They fixed income is already locked in. Not you. That ain't gonna work for you. What they did back in the past, 40 plus years ago. That ain't gonna work for you and I. Trying to tell you right now. I switched 10 plus years ago for a reason. I must have walked all over in 2000 when I first started. It was less than 4 or 5 months. I was past 200K. And you could just see countless of people, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and the generation of millenniums and the young X's and getting it, and some Z's are just lightning past millions of dollars like it ain't nothing. They don't need they're not caring about no milk inflation, no eggs inflation. They don't care about none of that, gas inflation. They don't care about none of that. You need to think about that. So that's why I spoke about artificial intelligence. I added that in there because there's opportunities here that you can take advantage of. The all be all ain't cryptocurrency, because that might not pop off for you, right? Anything can happen. The all be all is you. It's the heavy investment. So why did I add non-profit in there? Non-profit is one of the most powerful entities out there. Set it up correctly. It's not really difficult. They have little ones that you can set up. 1023 easy. 1023, 1023 without the easy on there. You know what I'm saying? Because the easy is a lot faster. And when you have them, bam, the big perk is tax-free. But I set it up for the purpose of, if the world don't end, which I don't see it happening, okay? They too greedy to just hit a button. They greedy, they hungry, they always starving. So everything gonna still be moving the way it moved. It's just getting more innovative. Everything that's old, they used to do on paper, and they used to hide their AI only with businesses, is coming out there. Now it's hitting the scene. It's out there heavy. Digital AI, artificial intelligence out here heavy. So since it's here, this decentralized and centralized digital way of doing finances and whatnot, and smart contracts and whatnot are here. They're gonna be hitting the scene heavy. You gonna have to adapt. Cryptocurrency is gonna be heavy. They're gonna adopt certain ones that's gonna be blended in other financial services. They're gonna be offered to you like products, like other products that they do in the financial services and the banks and whatnot. They're gonna be here. And you gonna be old if you in my age bracket, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be in your 70s and you gonna be remembering when individuals like me was telling you that it's coming and it's gonna be something that you have to deal with anyway. So you cannot take advantage of this opportunity if you want to, that's on you. But the nonprofit allows you, can't really say it here because they be tripping, I gotta say it a certain kind of way. It allows you to maneuver better when you're making them gains, whether you're making them from your own efforts, from your business, or your 9 to 5, or you're doing it from other investments that have grew and to be grown and adults, and now that you've taken advances and cash outs, it allows you to maneuver more strategically and take care of your projects and your charitable and your mission and your, whatever you're doing, your ministry, whatever it is, it allows you to actually give back without getting slapped back. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of flexibility in a respectful way instead of a disrespectful way. So when you come into your massive gains, whether you're doing very well with yourself and then you add AI to have you move a lot faster and quicker and more streamline all the projects that you're doing, and your business is scaling up a lot quicker than yesterday years, or your investment in cryptocurrency and you invested into the right things, and you heard some guy like Kareem and other individuals that told you to invest here, and you're not investing like walking into a casino and just slapping 20, 10 bucks, a bunch of pennies and $100 into a machine. You're being it more strategically and playing your hand correctly, like individuals when they sit at the poker table. Okay? That's different. They know what they're doing right there. It's not totally a game of chance. It's a game of reading and chance. It's a difference there. All right? So this ain't even that space. We're not doing stuff like that. You have to understand the space. But when it's time to maneuver and cash out, you have not just your name as an entity. You have another entity to actually be your maneuver space, your flexibility space, to actually put money here and put money there to forge your goals and your dreams and your foundation, your organizations, okay? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 moves ahead. That's the difference between webinars that I put out there. My webinars and my information I put out there is with a purpose. Whether you like me or not, you just get left behind. Okay? It's cool. If you're happy at your 9 to 5, if you're happy with not understanding knowledge, if you're happy with not applying new knowledge, even though knowledge is passing you by and it's still coming and it's flowing and streaming wherever you're at, if you're happy with that, stay where you at. There's nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad. So a lot of individuals happy with what they're doing. But if you want to start having you back, the freedom to do and the things you want to do, which is live and love, and actually, do like individuals I saw in Africa doing, coming outside, being outside all day, all the time, because they ain't really struggling for themselves. Okay? Having them back. They might be struggling for the things you think they struggling for, but they ain't struggling like you think they struggling. I seen it. Our wants and desires are different from their wants and desires. You living in an actual Disneyland. Yeah. You're living in a straight up playground. The greatest place to live is you wake up and you go to sleep, and while you living and doing what you do, it's literally just an amusement park all the time. But you don't get the time to enjoy it. You don't even get time to enjoy it. Because you stuck. You stuck dealing with the heavy weight on your shoulders all the time. So I'm different. When I teach, I'm teaching from a position of trying to get you away from the struggles of the day-to-day. When I teach, I'm trying to actually teach from a position of when your prayers and when you meditate, they will come to fruition. They'll be answered, okay? When I teach, I want to speak life into you. Not just talk it out the side of my neck. I try to make sure you understand that when you are living with someone in this Disneyland, you both need each other. The God in you should tell you that already. You need each other. It shouldn't be the spouse or the other spouse or the actual king and the queen fighting this beast by themselves. In this Disneyland that they don't understand, dealing with it by themselves. So many individuals literally, I mean, just on a regular basis, just do them. Talking about they understand this beach, but got your queen or king out there by themselves, dealing with this mess by themselves. Out in there, it's a small world after all, by themselves. You literally need to be in the kids section because you haven't risen up to understand the adult section. Them big rides that you own that's around you and you see them. You need to be set free to have you back. You need to be able to just breathe and not struggle. You need to breathe. So there's opportunities, and they're coming fast, lightning fast, because of the transition from the baby boomers to the millenniums. Make sure you understand what I just said. From the baby boomers to millenniums, that's going to forge the new way for the Z's and the A's. Because them alphas is coming. And they want to be able to, that's why they gave them the name Alpha. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. And they trying to smother them and dumb them down too. Just don't stick your head in the sand and not pay attention. Herbert Supreme. Peace.